Well, it's come to that time of the week, folks, the week in review, and at this time I review my videos of the week. I did a very special video about being prepared for an outing with a one-on-one person and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And on the subject, if anybody is in a wheelchair and has one-on-one support with a support person like I am on Sunday, if an outing is planned, please have everything prepared, such as gloves, your urinal bottle, and things like that. Don't leave it until the last minute and say to the staff person who is supporting you, oh no, I forgot this or I forgot that, because the staff person supporting you will not be impressed at all. So if you are planning an outing with a one-on-one support person, please consider them and the times that they are working with you, and don't make the job hard for them. Don't say, oh no, I forgot this, when you're halfway to your destination, because the vehicle will not be turning around and going back. So before you even go on the outing, make sure that you have everything. Make sure that you've been to the men's or ladies' room before you head out. And make sure that you have had your medication. Make sure that you've packed your gloves, plates, knives and forks, and perhaps your folder in case of an emergency. And what about your mobile phone? Make sure that it is charged for if you need to make an emergency phone call. Well, my last topic this week to end my videos is the vegetarian pizza. Now, who loves a vegetarian pizza and how do you make it? Well, you simply grab a good pizza base, okay? Spread it, spread it with tomato paste, add your selected vegetables, sprinkle with some grated cheese, okay? And bake in the oven until your cheese is melted and the base is crisp. Now, a vegetarian pizza, guys, that was my choice for dinner tonight, and I can tell you guys it was absolutely delicious, and I am glad that I made that choice to have a vegetarian pizza for dinner tonight. And vegetables, guys, you cannot go wrong with them. And next week on the show, I'll be talking about what to do with fruit. So watch out for my video on that coming soon. Coming soon. Also on the show, excuse me. Also, we are sorry, I won't get this right. Also, this week we welcome back two people to the team. and wished our manager luck as she went off to have her baby. So we wish her well for the remainder of 2019 and see her in 2020 with lots of stories to tell. So just before I head on to the next subject, sorry for stumbling on my words there. Well, on Sunday, as I mentioned, I am off to Channel 10 with my one-on-one person, and it should be a great night out. So I will tell you about the visit to Channel 10 in my next video. And also coming up next week on the show, I will be talking about sun safety and beach safety once again. So that's all coming up next week on the show. And guys, November is flying out the door. I cannot tell you how quickly 2019 is gone. I don't want to even think about December, but I hate to tell you this. December will soon be here, and so will some. And I'll talk about summer in my next video. And that's a wrap for this week. I'm Barry Fair. Thanks for joining me this week on the show. And I will see you on Monday morning, bright and early. Until then, viewers, you have a good weekend. And just a reminder before I do leave you, Channel 10 on Sunday, so it should be a great night out with my outsider and I, so we'll tell you about it next week on the show, plus how to plan a one-on-one outing again. So I'll be going over that topic with you guys again. So, but that's all from me for this week. I'm Barry Fair. You have a terrific Saturday, and I will catch up with you next week. Until then, have a great weekend and good night.